Okay, so morning everybody. Today what I'm going to post about is how to make Indian chai, so masala chai. You'll notice that the name I use is chutney and chai. I use it because chutney and chai are two of my favourite things. And so I'm going to use a couple of shortcuts. I have already boiled my milk that's going to go in it, and I've also boiled the kettle. But I'm going to show you what goes in it. So I'm going to use two green cardamom seeds, one black cardamom seed. I'm going to put in a little bit of ajwain, which I think is also known as carom seeds, and then I'm going to use a little bit of saunf, which is aniseed. I've already got some pre-ground cinnamon, so I'm just going to put that straight into my pan, and then I'm going to add in two little cloves. Bash that all together. Sorry, a bit hard to use while I'm using the phone in one hand. Just to be quicker for it to release the flavour when it goes into the water. I mean, I'm just doing making the tea in a very quick way today, just so that I can keep the video relatively short. I'm going to show you where I'd probably spend a little bit longer if I wasn't filming it. So I'm going to tip all of that. Ooh, 1 second. My phone's just started telling me that my battery's running out. I'm going to tip all of that into the pan, and then the pan is clean. Those stains are just things that are quite difficult to get out. And then I'm pouring pre-boiled water on. I would probably say there's about 3 mugs of water, because I'm going to make about 4 mugs of tea, I would say. Then switch that on. So normally, either I would soak the spices in the water without having pre-boiled the water, or I would soak them in a little bit of pre-boiled water just to give them more chance to release the flavour. But obviously, because I'd pre-boiled the water, you're going to see that it's going to start simmering relatively fast. I think I might put some more water in, actually. Just about half a cup, because obviously some of it will evaporate. And we'll just watch that simmer for a little bit. It'll start to boil. If I was better at editing videos, obviously I probably wouldn't have to subject you to all of this, but I'm not yet, so this is what you get in. And then as it sort of starts to come to boil, I'm going to throw my tea bags, just regular English breakfast. You can probably guess which brand they are. They're Tetley. Add those in. I mean, obviously to speed things up, you could cover the pan so that it doesn't let out the hot air, and it would boil faster, but things are happening pretty swiftly now anyway. Just did that to disperse the spices and get them to infuse in the water properly. Okay, so now it's simmering nicely. The tea's being diffused into the water. I'm going to add the milk, because you have to simmer it again after the milk's added. So again, like I said, you could add cold milk, but I'm adding preheated up in the microwave milk to speed things up. And so because I'm making about 4 cups of tea, we've got 3, that's the skin off the milk because I pre-boiled it. So I said 3 cups of water, and I've put about a cup of milk in. This is probably the colour that you want for tea. Indian tea or chai is quite milky, so you know, it could be paler. I mean, the tea bags might infuse a little bit further, so it might go a bit darker, but that looks about right. I did have excess milk on standby in case I needed it, but doesn't look like I do. What you're going to do is bring it to the boil and then keep an eye on it because it does boil over pretty fast. And as soon as it's rising to overboil, turn down the gas or the heat or whatever. So obviously on an electric cooker or a non-gas hob, you need to be a bit faster. Then turn it down and then just simmer. I'm forever sticking spoon in to get sort of free up the sort of milk foam and release the tea bags to make sure that they're jumping around, but you know, you don't obviously need to do that. Not necessarily everybody does that. Just adjusted the heat slightly and bringing it to boil again. And then lowering the heat again, simmering it again, and it is pretty much done. Like I said, the shortcuts I've taken is that I pre-boiled the milk. If you didn't, it'd take longer to bring it to the boil. The tea and the spices would have longer to infuse. And again, I pre-boiled the water. If you were using cold water, again, the spices would have more time to infuse. But I wanted to keep the video relatively short, and also it's cold, I'm desperate to drink my tea, so I wanted to make it faster today. And there you have it. So I'm going to switch the gas off shortly. Then all I'm going to do, which I'm not going to show in the video, is use a strainer to take out the tea bags and the spices, strain it into a cup, and then drink away. So thank you very much for watching. Bye.